Welcome to PcMac. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can go ahead and install Android TV on your Raspberry Pi 4. For this practical, I'm going to use Raspberry Pi 4 2GB version with 16GB SD card. And we are also going to cover overclocking for Android on Raspberry Pi 4. I request you to watch this video till the end because there are lots of important things that are coming in between this tutorial that you don't need to miss. If you miss something, you will not able to run this build perfectly on your Raspberry Pi 4. So keep watching the video till the end and let's do it. So the step one is to download all the necessary files. For that we need to visit the Konstantin official website. So let's just go ahead and do that. So here is the official website for Konstantin. You need to move to devices and then Raspberry Pi 4. So from here we are going to use Android 9 because I'm facing some problem with Android 10. Whenever I flash the G apps on Raspberry Pi 4, it's stuck in boot loop and it will not boot the Android system, Android TV operating system on Pi. So we will use this one, Android 9. So let's just go ahead and click on it. Once we are here, what we need to do is the first file that we need to download, it's from here. So let's just open it to a new tab. And then the second file that we need to use, it's right here on the bottom. Recovery to boot. And the third file that we are going to use is this one, the OpenG apps ARMS 9.0. So you can see from here ARM TV stock 9.0. So we need to download this file. I have already downloaded all the files. And the second file is right here, 16.0 RPI. And the third file that we are going to use, it's this one, the LineageOS 16.0 unofficial Konstantin RPI 4. So let's just go ahead and close it. Now let's close this window from here and open Hatcher. And you all know the drill. Open the Banana Hatcher. Use the file. We are going to use TV9 and I have already extracted this file and the size is around 4.3 GB. So let's just click on open and then select target. And from here select the file and flash. So it will take some time to flash the SD card. Let me just go and fast forward the video. In between we are flashing the card. What we need to do is we need to plug in a USB drive to our system and format that USB drive into FAT32 format. So it's already selected. Let's just name it as Android and format it. Once the format complete, close it, and then what we need to do, we need to move these two files, that is recovery to boot and OpenG apps, to this flash drive. It's right here, Android. Let's just go ahead and paste these two files here. Now we just need to eject it, disconnect from the computer, and let's just wait until the flashing complete. Then we will need to connect this card to our Raspberry Pi 4 and then we will boot it into the Android base operating system setup. So it will install the base OS on our Pi. Then we need to flash using the TWRP recovery and install the OpenG apps onto our Raspberry Pi 4. So the flashing successfully complete, as you can see. Let's go ahead and close it and eject the SD card. Now the card is ejected successfully. What we'll do, we'll go ahead and insert the SD card to our Raspberry Pi 4 and then boot into the base OS for Android. So let's just move to the Raspberry Pi screen. So I have connected the flash drive and the SD card to my Raspberry Pi 4. Now it start booting up the screen and it will take a moment, and as you can see it start booting up and you can see the logo of LineageOS in a moment. Now this is the base OS. And after that, once it's configured, then what we'll need to do, we need to install the G apps for Android TV, Android 9 on our Raspberry Pi. Now as you can see, it's searching for the accessories. So what we need to do, from here we need to press the F2 key to skip this step. And now let me just go ahead and configure the LineageOS quickly. So the base OS is successfully configured, as you can see here. Now what we need to do is we need to go on the top right corner, click on the settings icon, the gear icon. Then we need to navigate to device preferences, and after that we need to go into about, and from here we need to move down to build, and we need to press 7 times here. To enable the developer mode, then we need to press F2 to go back one step and open developer option. From here we need to enable the root access, so apps and ADB. Okay, after that we need to enable USB debugging. Okay, and then we need to move down one step, and then we need to enable local terminal. So these all things are done. Now we need to again use the F2 key, press the F2 key to move back on the windows, and from here we need to click on the plus sign to add the terminal to our home screen, just like that, and we need to open it. Now the first thing that we need to do here is, let me just go ahead and show you that how you can go ahead and enable 3.5 mm audio jack. So there is a command that you need to use to enable the audio jack, and the command is, first of all we need to go for the super user. So we need to type SU here, hit enter. Once this is done, it will ask for our permission to allow, and then we need to type a command. So the command is rpi4 -audio -jack.sh, and when we hit enter, it will enable the 3.5 mm audio jack. What we need to do after that, we need to reboot our machine. So let's just go ahead and reboot. To reboot the system, what we need to type is reboot. Now the system will reboot. After that, I'll show you how you can go ahead and enter into TWRP recovery to flash the G apps on our system. Now again, we need to go ahead and open terminal. And use the same command. First of all, open SU for super user. After that, to enter into the recovery mode, the command that we need to use is rpi4 -recovery.sh. So once we type that command, when we need to hit enter, and as you can see, mounting partition, changing RAM disk, unmounting partition, done, reboot device. So we have already connected the USB device to our Raspberry Pi 4. Now what we need to do is just reboot the machine, and then we will be booting into TWRP recovery on Raspberry Pi 4. So now you can see it's rebooted in TWRP recovery. What we need to do here, we need to click this option, swipe to allow modifications, and then we need to click on install. As we have a secondary storage connected, so we need to click on select storage, then USB OTG, press OK. From here we need to select OpenGApps ARM 9.0 and then swipe to confirm flash. Once this is done, it will take a moment to install the G apps. As you can see here, it's mounting partition and installing the core G apps. So let me just go ahead and fast forward the video. So as you can see on the top left corner, it says install zip successful and the updating partition details done. Now what we need to do is we need to go onto the top left corner and click on this icon. From here we need to click on install again and then select Lineage 16.rpi recovery to boot.zip and then swipe to confirm flash. Once the flash complete, then we need to click on wipe Dalvik and then again swipe. Once it's done, then click on reboot system, and this will reboot the system directly to the Android TV setup screen, and from here we need to configure our Android TV. So these steps are really important. Don't skip any steps from here. I'll show you one trick as well that will save your time while installing this build on your Pi. So we are here on the Android setup screen. So let's just move forward, hit enter, and then let me just go ahead and connect to a wireless network. So if you want to use the Wi-Fi network, you need to unplug the cable, the Ethernet cable. So I'm going to unplug the cable now. So the cable is unplugged and it's trying to connect to my phone, and as you can see, connected successfully to internet, and it will start the installation process now. Sorry, the configuration of Android TV now. So now if you try to sign in at this moment, you will face some difficulty. So what we'll do, we are going to skip this step from here. So how you can do that, you need to press the right arrow key 5 times and you will see the skip option. Just move down and hit enter to skip this step, and then accept the license agreement. And if you want to share the location service, that's okay, or just select no and no. That's it. So just press the right arrow key and that's done. So the configuration is finished, and you can see on the screen that we have the play movies and play movie TV, and the options are available. Now our home screen is also populated. So what we need to do here, we just need to press this plus icon from here, and we can add all the things that are available now. So I'll just go ahead and click on YouTube and add it, and we don't require the other things, the play games, play movies and TV, play music. So we don't need these things. Let's just put Play Store on the wall as well. So we have these 2 apps on our home screen. Now what we need to do, we can add other apps using the Google Play Store, and here we just need to log in. So let me just go ahead and log in from here. Click on sign in, and from here you need to click on sign in, and then don't use a phone and computer option, use a remote, the second option. Use this one and enter your email ID and password to log in here. So let me just go ahead and do that. So now I'm successfully logged in here, and as you can see, it will populate all the apps for us in a moment. And in this build, the Netflix is not available. You can use Amazon Prime and other services from here right now. You can see all the apps. Now you can see that it's like not running as quick as we need. So what we need to do in the next step, we are going to overclock our system. So let me just show you something that everything is going good. You can go ahead and install other applications. I will not waste time in showing you the applications, how they are running. And to use the back button, you need to press the F2 and you will see these things. And let's go ahead and check whether we are able to work on YouTube or not. So let's just go ahead and click on YouTube. So you can see the YouTube is loaded successfully and everything will work absolutely fine on 720p. And as you can see, it's working. Let's just go back one more step. Now what I'm going to show you is how you can go ahead and make some changes to this operating system, and that will help you to run it like a little bit faster. So how we can go ahead and do that, we need to again move to the settings from here, and then again go to device preferences, and we have already enabled the developer option. So let's just go ahead and open it. Now we need to move down and we are going to disable these animations. So let's just open the first one, Windows animation screen, Windows animation scale, and turn it off. Transition animation scale, that's also going to be turned off. Now animation during scale, that will be also going to turn off. Now we need to move down and we need to enable this option as well, don't keep activity. So whenever we leave any application, it will automatically close or the activity will be destroyed. So let's just turn this option on as well and leave the other things as it is. So that's the tuning we can do here in this build. So let's just go back now, and now we are going to turn off this system, and in the next step I'll show you how you can go ahead and overclock your system and how you can go ahead and extend your system partition. So let me just show you one more quick thing by adding an application. Let's just add a file manager here. So I'll show you the space on the SD card. So let's use this file commander. Now the file commander is open and I'll show you the space on our SD card, how much space we have. Let's continue, and not now. Now as you can see, the internal storage is around 2.1 GB free of 2.5. So we have around 8 to 9 GB space remaining on our internal storage that we can go ahead and extend. So I'll show you that one as well, how you can go ahead and extend your internal storage on this build. So let me just go ahead and turn off the system so I can show you how you can go ahead and overclock. And the second thing is how you can extend your partition, your internal storage partition. So for that, you just need to press and hold the F5 key, and that will bring this menu, the small menu in front of you that you can use to power off the machine. How you can do that? It's just move up. So the system is going to power off now, and as you can see, it's completely turned off. Now let me just take you to my computer, and we need to take out the SD card and connect it to our machine, and then I can show you how you can go ahead and overclock your system and extend the partition. So I have connected the SD card to my computer. Let me just go ahead and show you. So you can see these 4 partitions, 2.8 GB volume and vendor system and 1.34 MB of volume. So these 4 partitions are right here. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is how you can go ahead and extend your system partition. For that, we need to open a tool, that is gparted, partition editor. And this can only be done in Linux operating system, so don't try it on Windows, it will not work. So this is only for Linux. So this is the SD card, 14.84 GB. Let's go ahead and select it. And you can see unallocated space is around 10.84, and this is the disk that we are going to extend. So you can see right here, and it's selected on the bottom. So let's just click on it, and what we need to do is resize and move. Once we click on it, it will give us this bar. You just drag it to the right of it, and you can see free space pending 0. So that's it. It's the new size is around 13 gigs. Let's just click on resize and move, and you can see 13.4 GB is now your system partition. So let's just click on the right arrow to apply all the operations. So click on it and then apply. Once you do that, this is finish in a moment. So this is the way you can go ahead and extend your system partition to the full amount, that is around 13.4 GB in my case. If you're using a 32 gigs of SD card, you will have more space on your machine. So let's just go ahead and close it. Now this is done right here. The next step that I'm going to show you is how you can go ahead and overclock your Android TV on Raspberry Pi 4. So let's just go ahead and show you. That is right here. You need to open this partition, that is 134 MB. This contains all the necessary configuration of our system. So here we have the config.txt file. We need to open it. So it's right here. Let's just put it on the left side of the screen, and here we need to add some entries. Let me just go ahead and show you. So we made another entry, overclocking, and now I'll show you what you need to put it here. So I have mentioned everything on the website that you need to open. It's PcMac.biz, and you need to open the page. I'll leave the link of this document in the description so you can go ahead and check that out from there. So I have listed everything in this document right here. Android TV on Raspberry Pi 4 Model B. You just need to open it and then move down to overclocking. And before overclocking, I would recommend you to please buy a cooling system for your Raspberry Pi. Otherwise you might hamper your Raspberry Pi. It might damage in case of overclocking. So we are going for a moderate overclocking. The voltage level is around 6 and the arm frequency will be on 2 GHz, that's its 2000, and the GPU frequency will be on 750. So let's just go back to our document and paste these 3 entries here and save the document and close it. So that's it. The system is saved now, and we just need to eject the SD card and we can go ahead and connect it to the system and start using it. So that's it for today. This is the way you can go ahead and install Android TV on your Raspberry Pi 4 Model B. If you have any questions, you can write me down here in the comment section on the bottom of the screen, and you can go ahead and support us on patreon.com. If you want to ask any question, you can always go ahead and use the official Telegram chat and you can ask me questions over there. You can also go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like this video, share this video with your family and friends. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day.